Welcome, guys, to the 1878. So this episode is, I've called it the September Term Report, because it's the first international window of the season. Just going to sort of reflect on the sort of start that United have had. I know it's early, but we've got to start judging stuff. This is the time to think about what's going on with United and that. So we'll start really pre-season. Pre-season matches don't really mean much to me because we've gone through pre-seasons where we've beaten the likes of Liverpool, Real Madrid, gone into the season and had a donkey. We've had pre-season with Fergie. Absolute mares of pre-seasons, gone in and won the league, won cups. So it didn't really matter. I think I was annoyed with pre-season, the fact that Kuna was in and Diego Leon. But that was it. And I think we should have, it would have been so helpful if Mabumo had been on pre-season. If we'd got the striker in and they could have gelled, bonded. But it didn't happen. So pre-season was all right. Not too bad. So the opening season up against Arsenal. I went into the game thinking we can get a draw. I didn't know if we could win, because you didn't know what state United were in after last season. So, watching the game, and with the game over, I was such a positive. We shouldn't have lost that game. Arsenal had the referee on their side. Mount was fouled for the goal. Buendia was fouled for the goal. That's not taking away the stupidity of him commanding his box as a goalkeeper. Kuna should have had a penalty when Gabriel went straight through the back of him. It's just one of those games, to be bitterly honest. But the performance was fantastic, and it was like, okay, there's something here. There's definitely something here. Went into the Fulham game. What can we say? It was weird. It was a good start. Bruno fluffing that penalty. The ref bumped me. I think that's where sometimes I love Bruno to bits. He drags us through seasons. But you're the captain. You're one of the best players that we've got. Referee bumps into you. Come on. So I think we were unlucky. I really think we were unlucky in that game. Kuna could have scored at the start when he took that ball down. So yeah, I think we were unlucky. So in two games, I think we were really unlucky. Even though the performance against Fulham wasn't great, we could have put that game away. So there we are, 1 point. 1 point. Really should be on 4 points at that moment in time, So went into the Grimsby game. Now, me personally, if you remember Newport County last season in the FA Cup, United should have known that the first 20 minutes, 25, 30 minutes that they were going to be at us. They were going to press. They were going to attack. They were going to rough us up. So how the hell that United went into that game not preparing for that mentally or physically is beyond me. I don't know. I would love to know what happened, because they were not ready for Grimsby. English football, it doesn't matter who you're playing. If it was Old Trafford, probably a different game. Away to any team that's in those lower leagues is an absolute nightmare. But what you want to do is soak up the pressure those first 20 minutes, because they're not used to the high intensity football. They'll get tired, and that's where you start picking them off. But they didn't. We got back into it. There's no bravado with that at all. There's no impressiveness getting back in against Grimsby. It is what it is. We went out on penalties. In a way, I'm glad we didn't win on pens. From a supporter point of view, I was gutted that we lost. But I think if we had gone through that game, I would have felt so sorry for Grimsby. Do you know what I mean? Especially penalties. We probably got more abuse, the fact that we had to, beat them on penalties. So that happened. Then Burnley. Burnley match was pretty much, again, good, strong performance, but we're not taking chances. It's early in the season, so I'm just hoping that all these chances that we're not taking is not a repeat of last season. Goalkeeping errors again. Again, though, Diogo Dalot. Every game so far, he is showing that he is not doing a job. He is not doing a job. He is not stopping crosses from that side. He's getting tucked into the centre. Why? Okay, he assisted the goal from Mbeumo. Is he more of a winger? He don't work as wing back. And going in against City, we'll talk about City next week, but he really worries me, Dalot, because if he's going to let that ball in every time on the left, depending who's in goal, you know what I mean? So, in theory, we're on 4 points. We should be on 7. But we're not. But we're on 4. But that's still pretty good at the moment. It's early doors with the league table. I love seeing the media backlash, though, about Ruben. It's incredible. City, Newcastle are below us in the table. Now, it doesn't matter the league table at the moment, but they're below us. I'm not hearing Eddie Howe questions. I'm not hearing Pep questions. Do you know what I mean? And Pep spent like £80 billion. Newcastle, my God, unbelievable. And then I saw, obviously, Ruben was attacked for using this tactics board, which at the time I didn't have no issues with at all, because you've got to set your system up. He uses a board. Whoop-de-doo. I think we've seen. Is it Arne Slot uses a tactics board? Well, how come that hasn't been mentioned anywhere? Then they're going on about Ruben not watching penalties. Didn't Mr. Klopp used to turn his back? Nothing said. Passion. It's all passion with them. With United it ain't. But I know that. I should know that. Fergie spoiled a lot of people's lives when he dominated English football. It is what it is. So, difficult to say where we're at. The last 3 performances have not been great. We need like a full game performance. We need a good win, but we've got City and Chelsea coming up, so I'll be whatever it is. For me, City, Sesko got to start. Start him every game unless he's unfit. If he's fit, put him in. He missed chances, whoop-de-doo, he'll start scoring. He will start scoring. Me personally as well, and I'm not going to be on the training field, but Lemens, chuck him in goal, because I don't think we can have Bayern Dier in goal, honest to God. Onana, again, can we have him in goal? Can we trust him in goal? If it's true what we're reading, that after the season ended, that Onana wanted a contract improvement because he lost money because of the Champions League qualifications, yeah, that's your fault, guys. The players, you didn't qualify for the Champions League. You deserve that pay cut. So, as a United supporter right now, I'm feeling okay. We're doing all right. Not great, but we're doing okay. And let's hope after the international break that things can start mellowing down. Still waiting to find out about Kuna's injury, Mason Mount, to see where we're at with them. Just need updates from that. See what's being said about Lemens in training. And we'll go from there. So, yeah, if I'd give us a C. How's a C? I don't want a D. No, I don't want to go with D. I'm going to go for a C so far for the season. But it's international break. It's bloody boring. But if you're enjoying the content, guys, like and subscribe. More content coming out very soon. Going to focus on what is Ruben's strongest 11 when everyone's fit. So that's coming up very soon, guys.